I've never done one of these kinds of videos before and have no idea how to start one, so I'll just get straight into it. As we're now in 2023, I'm less than half a year away from having been working on this channel for 4 years. And that's just in terms of upload days. Actual work started nearly 5 years ago. For those seeing this video before any others, what I do is I 100% a game and then go through the experience of 100%ing it, giving my own thoughts on the way, parts I liked, parts that gave me trouble, things like that. Like for a fighting game, I would give my thoughts on each individual character, whether I liked them or had fun playing as them. For an RPG, I would map out my dungeon routes and point out every obtainable item and my methods of fully powering up my party members. And then once I'm done with the game, I'll give my final thoughts, cross them off the checklist if they're part of a series, and add it to the ranking. Every game I've completed on this channel has been ranked in order of how much I like them. I then move on to the next game and do it all again. Most games so far being done in one video, others were so long that they took multiple videos to cover. As of the day this video goes up, I have videos scheduled every 5 days at 9 AM UK time going up to the completion of my 176th game across nearly 200 videos. My episodes are split into 4 or more videos, each covering a different game so people can keep track of the order I complete these games when including the multi-parters. Between episodes I may also have a soundtrack ranking to rank all the music in either a one-off game I finished or an entire series I finished. These are there so that I can have some extra time to work on longer videos while still getting something out. I had some trouble getting a consistent schedule early on, but I've managed to keep up a video every 5 days for 16 months straight as of this video. However, it's safe to say that things have been going very slowly in terms of building an audience. Nearly 4 years and I have just 32 subscribers, with just gaining double-digit views on a video being quite a good result for me. I'll be the first to say that a large part of that is me not doing some of the things that encourage people to subscribe, such as asking. But the issue is that I hate the idea of straight up asking people to subscribe in my videos and interrupting my scripts, despite the knowledge that it really does work. I feel I have to do more than just ask to justify it, and so what I've done is plan out 12 subscriber milestones for an incentive to subscribe. Should I reach these numbers, I will do videos on the games set to those numbers. Some will be covered in a single video, other games are long enough to require more than one. Aside from helping out the channel in general, setting these aside for subscriber milestones helps me out personally due to giving me a good time to finally cover them. One thing I've been struggling with myself over is finding the right balance of iconic and cult or obscure games, of new franchises not seen on the channel and returning ones. The majority of these games are ones I've been really wanting to cover, but second guess myself on whether it's the right time. Is this game too big for me to cover this early? Has it been long enough since the last video on a game in this series? Should I cover more games in this franchise first before I take on such a huge and important installment? And combine that with the ranking aspect of my channel. I don't want to just throw out all my favourite games right away, as then the rankings will become boring. To start things simple, on reaching 100 subscribers I will do a video on Pokemon Snap. At 200 subscribers I will cover Tekken 3, both the arcade original and its PlayStation port. Then to 400 subscribers, the first of these that will take more than one video to cover, it'll be Super Mario Sunshine. 600 subscribers will get you maybe 1, maybe 2 videos to cover The Simpsons Hit and Run. If I reach 800 subscribers I will cover Spyro 2 Gateway to Glimmer, both the PS1 original and the PS4 remaster from the Reignited trilogy. And to finish the first half of these milestones, if I reach 1000 subscribers I will cover 100%ing 3 versions of Dead or Alive 2. The Dreamcast port, the PS2 hardcore update and the Xbox Ultimate version. 1200 subscribers will have me finish off the Medieval franchise with both Medieval Resurrection and the original game's PS4 remaster, both of which I will be playing for the first time. At 1500 subs, I'll next do Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut. I know some would prefer the Dreamcast original, but I'm covering the version with the most content to 100%. After this, the gaps between milestones will get bigger. For 2000 subscribers, it will be Bully Scholarship Edition. I have no idea how many videos it will take me to cover 100%ing this one. It will be the Wii version because that's the one I own. 2500 subscribers will get the final game on this list I'll be playing for the first time, Paper Mario. And then for 3000 subscribers I'll introduce the Mother series to this channel with Earthbound Beginnings. Don't be surprised if this one takes a while though. I'll be 100%ing a JRPG and that will include maxing out the final party's levels, which I have no idea how long it will take in this one. But speaking of taking a while, for 7777 subscribers I will cover Final Fantasy VII. This will be a perfect save file, all the side quests, maxed out characters and their stats, maxing out every item count as high as possible, all that ridiculous stuff. So should I reach this milestone faster than expected, just give me some time, alright? This one will take a lot of it. I'll probably have to give regular updates on that one just to prove I'm working on it when we reach that point. And so with those plans laid out before you, this may be the only time you will hear the words, "Please consider subscribing if you're interested in seeing these," come out of my mouth. I've planned out these numbers under the assumption that I will not be gaining massive subscriber increases at once, and that these gaps between milestones will give me enough time to record each game alongside all the other ones I'll be doing for future videos. And speaking of possibly reaching the milestones faster than expected, bear in mind I'll still have to fit this around my schedule of having a video scripted, voiced, edited and released every 5 days. All of February and March have had their videos uploaded and scheduled, and a chunk of April is already planned out. This makes April 25th the earliest possible time to get the first milestone video up, should it be reached by that point. But to ease the wait, I'll tease some of the games you'll be seeing in that time period. On the 19th of February, the first of 2 videos on Final Fantasy Adventure will go up. 4 videos later, on the 11th of March, you'll get the first of 2 videos on Mystical Ninja starring Goemon. Those 2 are already uploaded along with all the videos before and after going up to the 31st of March. And then, planned but not made yet, is the first of a still undetermined amount of videos on The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD, due for the 15th of April. But beyond what I have planned up to the 20th of April, I also, as of the day I write this, have a further 21 games fully recorded, enough content to cover at least 105 days, just with the dates on their videos not planned out yet. I don't want to give away all of them as I want to leave some surprise, but here are a few of the games you can expect to see in the coming months. Soul Calibur, Super Mario Land 2 6 Golden Coins, Gunstar Heroes, Kukiyomi Consider It, Kirby's Dream Land, Shantae. Those 6 are all well received games, but in the case of games that are infamous for their negative receptions, I also have Star Wars Masters of Teräs Käsi and Doctor Who Return to Earth done and planned for future videos. But that's just the ones that are done and waiting for their videos. I have a few larger projects still in the works. Some of them are simpler games that will take a lot of time and effort to fully complete, especially when working around my video schedule. First, we have 100% completions of both Dynasty Warriors 3 and Dynasty Warriors 3 Extreme Legends. The vanilla release is all fully completed and has been since October 2022, but I put Extreme Legends on the back burner for a bit to prevent burnout, as the vanilla version alone took a lot of time. There's Final Fantasy II, not a long game by itself, but the act of attaining a perfect save file with all 8 final party members between the main game and Soul of Rebirth, along with maxing out every item possible between both as well, multiplies the total amount of time spent on it by a lot. I'm currently at around 30 hours on my save, which is longer than it takes to complete a normal casual playthrough. I should say that in the unlikely event my subscriber count explodes and I hit all the milestones quickly, this game will be put on the back burner as well while I work on Final Fantasy VII. I don't want to have 2 multi-parters from the same series going on at the same time. This also means that should I finish this game and then reach that milestone while the FF2 videos are being made, FF7 will have to wait until those are done first. Street Fighter Alpha is another one where I fully recorded one version. I've had the original arcade version all done and ready for scripting since the summer of 2022. But I don't yet own the Game Boy Color port and I'd like to cover them both in the same video, so it'll have to wait until I manage to get a hold of a copy. Fighter's Destiny is a game I'm stuck with, and if anyone can give me some advice I'd much appreciate it. I'm missing just one unlockable character, the Joker, who requires 100 consecutive survival mode wins. I've managed to get into the 30s, but I just can't do it. If anyone knows any good tips or even just any way to cheese the AI, I'd even take that. I just really want to get this one done. Speaking of difficulty, does anyone at all have any idea how to clear the All Stars and Health above 50% missions in the Takeovers Challenge 19? This one has been bothering me since the end of 2021. I'm so close to finishing off this game, but I just cannot do this one. And one that just sort of fell between the cracks. I was working on Blinx the Time Sweeper almost a year ago, but got distracted working on other things and the game wound up being left behind. I fully intend to get back around to it, but I'm just bringing this one up to see how many are interested in me getting this one done. But beyond that, there are many possibilities for what I can cover in the future, and I'm constantly recording more games. I own over 1,500 games, and that's just physically, not counting downloads. I have somewhere between 60 and 80 I've been thinking of trying on a shelf above me right now, and while I'm perfectly happy with covering a hugely popular and iconic game and plan to keep doing so, I'm always looking for lesser known or cult games to cover. Just a random selection from the shelf above me: Jet Set Radio, Koudelka, Lost Kingdoms, Oni, Eternal Ring, Chaos Legion, Mad World, Dragon Ball Z Legendary Super Warriors, LEDs, EOE Eve of Extinction, Yu-Gi-Oh! The Forcebound Kingdom, and Fear Effect. Anyone interested in seeing me tackle those for the 100%? And of course, if you are new, I have 4 years of the backlog. You may find a few games looking through that you may be interested in seeing me 100%. Although if you want my recommendation, I think episode 13 is probably where I started to improve and would make a better starting point than episode 1. While there are plenty of videos I'm proud of from before then, I feel a lot of them are kind of rough due to either inexperience, nervousness, and at one point extremely poor mental health. I ruined 2 videos in particular by making them about it. Episode 13 is where I feel I started to get past all these. And if you don't feel like seeing a game split across multiple videos, I have 2 playlists for compiled videos, one for my full franchises I've completed, another for compiling multi-parters into one big video. Want to watch all 5.5 hours of me attaining my Final Fantasy IV perfect save file instead of seeing it spread across 8 videos? You can do that. New compilations tend to go up on the first Saturday after 2 months have passed from the final part going up. If it takes longer than that, it's because I forgot and I may need reminding. But that's about it. Those are the current plans for this channel. I've already said the request out loud so it doesn't need repeating. It's up to you if you found any of the plans in this video interesting.